Good morning. Wait, let me turn on my lights real quick. Okay, that's better. Good morning, guys. It is currently 7 o'clock in the morning, and I just woke up. I decided to sleep in a little bit because I went to bed at like 12 last night because I stayed up with my roommates. We made like pancakes and stuff, so. But now I'm up. I was gonna go to the gym, but I feel like instead of going to the gym, I don't really want to build muscle. I would like to do some cardio to kind of help go on a cut for the winter instead of going on a bulk. I've been on a bulk recently, so I'm starting my cut. So I felt like it would be nice to go on like a run this morning, especially because it is finally October. So it is starting to get colder outside because it's the fall. It's starting to be the fall. It is actually currently 59 degrees outside, and the high today is only 76, so like that's perfect. So I felt like it would be nice to put on some nice jogging clothes and go on a run because I had my mom mail me my like armband that I had for running back at my house, so then I can actually run. Let's get ready real quick. So, yay! Okay, looks like it's time to go on my run. So that was the first time I've done any running in like a very long time. I haven't ran since last fall when I was at home. So it's been about a year since I've like been running consistently, and I was having like huge anxiousness about it because I was like, bro, it's my first time running in a while. Like, this is so awkward. But then I realized while I was out there running that nobody else knows that it's been my first time in a while. Everybody else just kind of assumes that I do this every day. There's probably people who I'm sprinting past who are like, how does she get up every morning and do this? That definitely helped with my imposter syndrome, was just understanding that nobody knows my story and people are probably just expecting that I've been doing this every day for the past 5 years. Like, they don't know me. They just kind of expect that this is a normal thing for me. So I ran around the stadium. Now I'm back in my dorm. I don't know how long that run was, like in distance wise, but I ran around the stadium and now I'm back in my room. So my first class isn't actually until, literally my first class today is at 12:45. It is currently 8:21, so I have plenty of time. I figured that I would probably go to the dining hall and then start with my monthly reset. But I'm probably about to go to Bolton because I think JW is going to meet me there, and I know that he has an early class this morning, so I know that he has to get up early. Right now I'm just going to kind of give myself a breather before the whole debacle of me having to go to Bolton. But for now, I'm just gonna chill here. Okay, I'm officially at Bolton with JW.
Hi.
Okay, so to eat, I got an omelet. It's tomatoes, spinach, and bacon. And then I got some bacon on the side, a banana, and then I got some orange juice just because the vitamin C is good for you, especially if you feel sick. So, what did you get, JW?
I got scrambled eggs, hash browns, or little cube potatoes, bacon, chicken patty, and a glass of milk, and a banana that I ate already.
Yeah! The Bolton is honestly the best dining hall. I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of hate it just because it's always crowded, but I always have the best experiences here, I'm not gonna lie. So, Joe Frank might be kicked out. I kind of hated Bolton at first, but it's consistent. Okay guys, I'm officially back in my dorm with my iced pumpkin chai. It just tastes like fall. If y'all aren't familiar with my vlogs and y'all don't remember any of my past reset vlogs, then y'all don't know that typically for every month I like to make like a screensaver for my desktop. I like to go on Pinterest and find pictures of just like goals for the month, so then I can kind of remember to get my goals done and be intentional about everything that I do in, well, it's October 2nd, so I guess I have 30 days of October remaining, but It's important to be intentional with the goals that you set each month. It's not just about your year-long goals, it's also about your smaller monthly goals. So I'm gonna go on Pinterest and find a bunch of pictures and make something on Canva. I usually put all the pictures in Canva and kind of just collage it how I see fit, and I will show you guys after I'm done. Okay, I got done with my vision board. Basically, it's full of stuff that I need to do in October. And basically just studying and just images of fall, like the gym, studying a bunch of quotes. But I also just put stuff that will make me happy, like, you know, football game in the corner. I put this in the corner because it's going to be right here by my folder of YouTube. And it's 2 little black cats and a pumpkin. And then I put this here because it's going to be close to the UGA folder. And then I put like a quote. But all this stuff here is just goals that I have. A majority of it is studying and reading because I'm trying to catch up on everything. So, yeah. But now that I'm done with the vision board, I still have about 2 hours until my next class. So I was gonna get done with some work and stuff, and I have some applications of stuff to fill out. So I was gonna do that really quick, and I'll see you guys after. Okay, so JW, come in frame. He brought me some Chick-fil-A. As I said earlier, I'm actually on a cut right now, and so that requires me to kind of eat healthier. I got kale salad, which the kale salad at Chick-fil-A is so bust. Back during the last time I did a cut, this was like my holy grail. But just to add some protein to it, I got some grilled chicken. I was just gonna put in the salad so I can like mix it up. But we're gonna eat, just hang out for a little bit, and then study after we eat, so yeah. Tell them what you got, man.
I'm not on a cut, so I can eat whatever I want. So I got the pretzel cheddar club and the mac and cheese.
Yeah.
And a half and half iced tea.
Yeah. And he got me a Sprite because Sprite is my favorite soda. Yeah. We're gonna grub up real quick and then do some more work. And then in about an hour, I have to go to class, and so does he. So it's officially time to go to class. I put on this little outfit. It's this little sweater, and then I have on this skirt. And I've on the tennis shoes I had on earlier. Okay, I just got done with my geology lecture. It is now 1:47 and I'm going to my bioethics lecture. The weather outside is so nice today, but it's like nice and cool. So the sweater feels super nice. Like, it's so pretty. Montage. Okay, now that I'm officially done with class and everything, I'm going to put on some makeup. I usually don't wear makeup to class just because it's just too much work. But I figured I would answer some questions. A week or 2 ago, I posted on Instagram story, asked if y'all have questions or anything, and just comment them, post them into the form. But I went through and I selected my favorite ones that I got. So I was just going to answer them today. Once again, if you want to be featured in an upcoming video, I do these Q&A things at least once a month, so if you'd like to be featured in an upcoming video, turn on post notifications and follow me on Instagram. Here's my Instagram. Go follow. It's Langley. Let's answer some questions. So the first question is how to not get overwhelmed by a lot of work and due dates. So first of all, I always remind myself that I get to be here. Like, being at college is such a privilege, and it's such a big expense that not a lot of people are able to afford. And the fact that I'm at college at all is such a privilege. I just always remind myself that I get to be here, and that the things that I'm stressed over are things that I was stressed that I wouldn't be able to be stressed over a year ago. That makes sense. Like, I didn't think I would get into college. I didn't think that I would be able to be stressed over due dates and stuff, which means that I was stressed that I wouldn't be having homework. And so I always like to ground myself and remind myself of that. But of course, that doesn't make the issue go way. Like, one thing I would do is if you have a study space in your dorm or just on campus, I would go to it and try to study. And if you're at home and you're in high school or anything, I would recommend like going to your kitchen, or maybe even if you have a space outside you can go to, or a library, get out of your room and grab all the stuff you need to do, and you just gotta start doing it. The only way to get over your assignments is to go through them. You're just gonna have to do them at some point, and you're just gonna have to sit down and lock in for a few hours. That might be pretty difficult, at least for me. Sometimes it's really difficult to get started, or I'm just really distracted with other things. But I keep reminding myself, like, I get to be here and I want to stay here. I want to make good grades. And so if you want to make good grades, that just takes concentrated effort. And so just remind yourself of that. The only way to get over all of that is to just get through it. And of course, if it's not like just due dates you're stressed about, if it's also you have all these extracurricular activities and you're piling a lot of stuff on your plate, remember that you're choosing to do all this extra stuff on top of the things that you need to do. If you feel like you're too stressed out, you can always remove things off your plate. Like if you're taking 5 AP classes, it's okay to only take 3. You'll still get into college. This next one is pretty long. It is an advice session. You know who you are. They put their name. 2 of my best friends are talking to and almost dating these 2 boys who are also friends. I feel like they're kind of forgetting I exist, and they are so centered around these boys. Maybe 3 weeks ago I was over at one of the girls' house while the other was also there, and they kept calling these boys and putting me down and making fun of me on call with these boys. What should I say to make sure this doesn't get worse? And in parentheses they put, the one girl's mom is close with mine and my mom wants to talk with her mom, but I don't know if that's a good idea. So the first thing I would do is just try to communicate with them and try to establish some boundaries. Tell them how you're feeling. Don't make it seem like that is 100%. Just be like, based off of what you've been doing, it is making me feel this way. Don't use verbiage like you are making me feel this way, because people get really defensive when they think they're in the wrong about something. If you say, I feel like this because of this thing you're doing, like, and if they can't be mature about that, because the first thing I would do is I would have your mom talk to her mom, because it is important that, especially if you're younger, to be told when you're doing stuff wrong by authoritative figures, and it's not your duty to teach a kid how to be a respectful person. That's kind of up to the parent. If they are not willing to respect you, if there's no respect in this relationship and they're constantly bringing you down, it's probably better if you don't be friends with them. And that's a very hard thing to learn, but trust me, you'll be way better off with people who treat you like a human. This next question is, what are 2 best things and 2 of the worst things about college? The best things are just having the opportunity to make new friends. It has been amazing to meet friends from all different walks of life. And another good thing is just having a new environment to explore and grow in. I've really been enjoying, I'm a person who likes change, so I've been enjoying all things that come with that new change. And the bad things are my dogs and my family are very far. It's like an 1.5 to 2 hour drive, but they're very far from me. And another bad thing is that I'm alone a lot more often. I feel like I've always been an introverted person, but at least in my house, even if I was alone, like my family wasn't home, my dogs were there, so I wasn't ever truly alone. Here I've had a lot more experiences where I am just alone. I don't have no dogs, I don't have no friends around me, no family, and so it's been a whole different experience to interact with. Okay, and this is the final and last question I'm going to answer because I'm done with my makeup and everything. So this one says, advice on making friends in college without living in a dorm and maintaining friendships when you're in separate schools. So the thing about making friends while not living in a dorm, you just have to show up to on-campus events and join clubs. There is tons of opportunities that schools kind of set up to help people make friends. Like all these club meetings, we have community gatherings, and just find one that fits into your schedule and try to go to it and try to talk to people. In the classes that you have, turn to the person beside you and try to strike up conversation. If you see somebody while you're walking to class that seems interesting and you have time, stop them and talk to them. See if you have any similar interests. It's all about kind of putting yourself out there, which is very uncomfortable to do. Yes, it is. But if you want to make friends, you're going to have to put yourself in situations where you're talking to people and you're making friends. That's basic advice, but it's the only thing that's going to work. You just have to talk to people. The thing about maintaining friendships when you're in separate schools, friendships are not something that you have to have 24/7 attention to. It shouldn't require attention all the time. The best friendships are the friendships where you do not have to give constant maintenance to. I have tons of friends back home that I periodically keep in touch with. I'll call them, I'll text them, I always heart their stories and like their posts, and I'll slide up on their stories and posts. But I'm busy and they're busy and we're kind of having our separate lives. But when I go home from college, I'm going to love to go home and see them, especially during Christmas break. Like, I'm gonna go and see them and hang out with them. And I call them sometimes and it's like we haven't spent a day apart. I'm able to hear about their lives and everything. It's important to keep in touch with them. The internet is a great way. You can just like their stories. If you're coming home for Christmas break, be like, are you coming home from Christmas break? We can meet up. Stuff like that. The right friends are people that will still be your friend even with distance and even with lack of communication. Because sometimes lack of communication isn't intentional. It's just because y'all have busy lives and y'all are separated and you can't be in communication. So just keep that in mind. I even have friends on campus who I don't see a lot, and whenever I see them, it's like we haven't spent a second apart from each other. So just a part of growing up and maturing is realizing that friendships are not the number one thing in your life anymore. It's going to be work and it's going to be school. So that's my advice. But now that I'm done with questions, I think we're gonna go and do something, me and JW, so let's jump into that. Okay, we took a nap in JW and Jackson's room, and now we're getting some stuff at Bolton. Look, hot stuff. So Jackson wants to say something to you.
Let's go vlog. So, as you may or may not know, I am in Creswell Hall at UGA, and I have the honor of being the Creswell president while I'm a co-president. And today, I had a meeting, and I am exhausted. So, reach for the stars, people, but do know that it takes a lot out of you. But keep going. This is my dream, baby. This is my roommate.
Hi. I'm still here, vlog.
I'm still here, vlog.
What's up, gang? How are we doing today? Dude, I am loving. I am. Oh yeah, James. This is James. That's my roommate. There's the camera. That's my roommate. Yeah, dude, I love college, bro. You can eat Lucky Charms for dinner. Well, I'm having it for dessert.
It's not good.
But it's nice. It's awesome. I'm having the best time. This is Ryan, by the way.
It's bro. I have all these haters and he is a hater. He's a D1 hater. He likes to call me Ryan.
I'm a D1 supporter.
Yo, what's up?
This is this random guy we picked up.
I am not a random guy. That's my president, and that's J-Dub. I love J-Dub. He's my boy.
Yeah, this is my JW.
Well, me as the president.
No.
Okay, they have like this fair thing set up for homecoming week, so we're going to it to ride some rides. So we got Facebook. Look. He got his name.
Yeah.
We just did the zip line thing. Look, I'm gonna film somebody else because we couldn't film ourselves, so I'm just gonna film somebody else doing it. It's 13 minutes until Taylor Swift's new album! The Life of Shogo comes out in 13 minutes.
13 minutes!
He doesn't care about Taylor Swift that much, but I do. This is very important to me. I don't know which one is going to be my favorite, because every time I make that prediction, I always end up being wrong. So, they're just raw dog
Give
me.
us a prediction!
I'm just going to raw dog it.
No, you gotta give us a prediction.
I don't know. It doesn't have the track list on.
Guys, it's kind of niche, but do you know Shake It Off?
Oh, I love that. Oh, do you guys?
Bro, Shake It Off? That's
do you guys
so
know
unknown.
Love Story?
Really?
Dog, that one's great. That one's crazy, dog. That's kind of better lighting. That's kind of way better.
Oh, God.
Okay. Favorite Taylor Swift song? Go. Everyone, give your.
I bet you think about me.
Make sure to comment your favorite Taylor Swift song in the comments below.
Give us a like and subscribe.
What's up, Vlog Nation?
Vlog Nation.
10 minutes officially.
What's your favorite album before this? Because this might end up being your favorite. What's your favorite album?
Red.
Okay, Red's objectively her best, but I'm a folk guy. I love folk.
Evermore is also my favorite.
I have to listen to Evermore. I haven't listened to it like
Really?
No.
Evermore is so much better.
I've listened to every one of her albums except Evermore.
What's wrong with
I don't know.
Do you want the house tour? I can take you to the third floor. And I promise to know this is a metaphor.
Metaphor! Break it down now.
Is really bad. Baby, what's mine is now yours.